hot start so far for Wayne Hunter of St. Mary's, but Gonzaga has the lead here in the early going in Moraga, California. It's absolutely gorgeous campus at St. Mary's, one of the prettiest places you'll find in college sports.
And I love the small venues. That's part of the charm and the allure of the West Coast Conference. Some great little band boxes, little hornet's nests or snake pits. Tough to play in for opposing teams. They're very intimate, fan-friendly. You like baseball venues like that, Wrigley Field, Fenway Park.
Absolutely adore them. O'Connell decides to spin and shoot high off the window, won't fall. Tough rebound, Simpson right back up. He'll draw the foul. He is a
Golden State Warriors. Is actually getting married this weekend. Thomas Sherry, an author, a Renaissance man as well, a poet.
Now Diamond, the reigning West Coast Conference Defensive Player of the Year, also all West Coast Conference first teamer, and he leads St. Mary's in career blocks. Already we've had 4 lead changes in the early going of this game. Heitfeld up top, dropping it down low for Bolden. Bolden working on Hunter. Got airborne, slips the pass for Heitfeld, but he decides not to shoot it. That's going to be a 3-second violation because they dilly-dally. First use of dilly-dally tonight.
Lollygagging, dilly-dallying. Good vernacular here early, OB. I think the Bay Area has inspired you. The architecture, the beauty, the bridges.
And I was going to say, you know, when you get in the Bay Area, you know you're going to get great restaurants in San Francisco. We did that up, and a little bit later, special treat for those of you who understand what great eating is all about. One look at me, you can tell I do. And we're going to get a look at Lav's favorite eating spots in San Francisco.
Yes, some dining dandies. Dick Vitale has the rights to the diaper dandies, but I've got the rights for dining dandies.
Ben Allen, the transfer from Indiana, gives off for O'Connell, and that one's all net. Mickey O'Connell hits 39% from out there.
Well, and it's critical that the guards, O'Connell included, for St. Mary's, have some success on the perimeter. Get some confidence with Mills out.
Heitfeld, bottom iron, rolls off the 10. And here come the Gales. They're averaging 74 points a game, but without Patty Mills, they've really scuffled to score. Simpson using his body. He gets hit. Fouled by Ira Brown underneath. 13:54 left in the half. That's number 2 on Brown.
Needing to find his stride, shooting the ball from the perimeter, and of course Krabenhoff and Landry, an impressive front line, and a young player, John Lurr, who only improves with each practice and game. Badgers on the move.
Dimitri Goodson in and helping to run the point now for Mark Few. A mini 6-0 run for the Gales of St. Mary's. Goodson out of Spring, Texas. He's also produced Josh Beckett of the Red Sox. Shot clock down to 13. Shot lofted up by Downs. Micah Downs not there. Nice return by Heitfeld. It will not fall. And St. Mary's comes up with a loose ball.
Got to finish that bunny if you're Heitfeld. At his size, with his strength down low, an experienced player. Point blank range. Don't get many of those.
Gonzaga has dropped 3 of the last 4 they have played in this building.
Zags like to run those pick and pops, pick and rolls. Go about the triangle basketball.
Simpson leaning into Downs. Tough shot, difficult angle. Slapped out by Gonzaga.
Well, you mentioned that tough shot. Once you've got the elbows down the tonsils, highly contested, low percentage look. Always better to keep your balance and kick it out. You can then reestablish and get a dump down again.
Well, Heitfeld will step out for a moment. St. Mary's to check in. Over the top to Hunter.
Late clock. Not sure if he's aware.
They lofted up there, but it will not drop. Simpson with the rebound. Went up, and that one blocked by Downs. But a whistle and a foul as well. I don't think they got Downs on that foul, did they? We'll give you another look at it. I think they did, actually. And he can't believe it. Mark Few can't believe it.
There's the long bomb. Simpson cleaning up the weak side, just trying to muscle his way through. Had the elbows out. Bolden took one to the chops. And no call. Feisty here early in the West Coast Conference.
Sure is.
In Moraga.
I'm glad we're up late for the entertainment. Simpson not a great foul shooter. At 62%, makes 1 of 2. He's already gone to the line 3 times. That's an early trend for St. Mary's.
He's so active on the glass. He's quick enough, so slower, lumbersome post players have a tough time matching up with Simpson. If you play a smaller player on that speed, he can take you down low.
You're going to get the big Ben Allen with that personal foul. He'll shove in the lane. 6'11" junior out of Melbourne, Australia. Just about every other name for St. Mary's will hail from someplace in Australia.
Well, Randy Bennett's done an excellent job. Developed a pipeline of Australian players. He's found a way, Dave, in his recruiting to find a couple sleepers and get a couple imports, international players, and build a team.
Oh, nice follow by Downs. We get up off the deck very quickly. The former Kansas transfer. Here's Hunter again. Oh, man, is he cooking.
Well, he likes that spot.
He has banged in 3 threes in the first half. This is a guy who averages 5 points a game. Randy Bennett told us yesterday in practice, I gotta find somebody else to score the ball. Simpson with the theft. They've got numbers. A 3-on-1. Back to him. Oh, great stop by Downs, but they got him for another foul.
Well, tough to see from this angle. Looked like it might have been a Spalding sandwich up high, all leather. Maybe there was some body or midair contact on that lob, but here's the strip by Simpson. Wisely going to give it up and try and get the ball back. A good lift or lob pass.
Ooh.
Looked clean from that angle.
So Simpson back to the line again, where he was making a living here in the first 20 minutes. He leads the Gales in career blocks. He's been an Iron Man starting every game for St. Mary's over the last 3 years. Randy Bennett says he's a little bit under the radar nationally.
One of the best names in all of college basketball, Diamond Simpson.
St. Mary's battling for the rebound, but they'll turn it over on the line, and now it really does get chippy, and we're going to have a technical foul against St. Mary's here. Bennett wants to know why, but it started to get a little more violent than they're going to allow after the play.
Well, Dave Libby right on top of it.
Perhaps on Pargo. And they reacted very quickly to make sure it did not get out of hand.
Well, there was a little scuffle right in front of us, Dave, at half court. Just chippy. It's February. Gonzaga a little frustrated coming off the loss to Memphis, where they're taken to the woodshed. And St. Mary's with their backs to the wall. A sense of urgency with the loss of Patty Mills and dropping 3 or 4 games. It's to be expected. A lot of adrenaline, testosterone in the house.
Goodson with a quick step, has it knocked away from him, and a great save by Simpson on the baseline. St. Mary's mishandles, however, and here comes Bolden. But the pace is relentless. In traffic, tipped up, no good. They'll get another crack at it as Goodson retrieved it right underneath the basket.
And neither team, Dave, offensively has established much of a rhythm. Haven't given themselves a chance because they've been playing in a hurry.
Another whistle and a foul here with 11:19 to go. Boy,
Huskies still have enough margin for error when you look at A.J. Price and Jeff Adrian down low, and Hashim Thabit, an X-factor in all of college basketball at 7'3". And as a coach, you have to find a way to neutralize or offset a loss, an injury like that. That's why you're paid.
Downs with a catch and shoot, barely glancing off that iron. By the way, moments ago, a double technical on Hughes and Goodson. So each side got hit.
Well, Dave Libby wanting to establish a tone in this game.
Pretty move there by Ian O'Leary, 6'7" senior. He's a real chemistry guy for them. Heifel gets banged underneath, shoved on his way up for the alley-oop. But back to that double technical, that little scrum at midcourt after this play.
I think just a little frustration. You see him jawing, chipping at one another, and there's Dave Libby. It jumps right in. Going to go with the double technical, and again, just establishing a little control before something like that can accelerate.